Tonight, football is back in Birmingham.
We welcome you to Birmingham, Alabama. All right.
Here are the hometown Stallions.
There's a buzz of excitement and anticipation.
Coming to town, a familiar foe with a whole new cast of characters. The Memphis Showboats.
Ace Cookus comes to town. Throwing. He's got his man. Tiptoeing in. Touchdown.
That's why they call him the chef.
The back-to-back champs return home. Led by a pair of explosive quarterbacks.
Keep an eye on the quarterbacks.
Adrian Martinez is ready to rumble. And here comes Matt Corral.
It's prime time football on Fox.
Prime time under the lights in Birmingham, and it should be a special night as the hometown Stallions, still unbeaten, take on the Memphis Showboats in their home opener of the UFL. They'll also unfurl their championship banner, the second one in 2 years. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Kurt Menifee, along with Mark Sanchez. Before we kick off, why don't we go above and beyond, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Mark.
Well, we're going to start with Ace Cookus, of course, a.k.a. the chef, team captain and heartbeat of this Memphis offense for good reason. He's looking to take over the Stallions' kitchen, and most importantly tonight, in the red zone. They got to punctuate their drives with touchdowns coming off a tough loss last week where they really had an abysmal performance in the red zone. And of course, he'll steal you a couple first downs with his legs. He's the team's leading rusher, not by design. On the other side, Adrian Martinez, we remember him from Nebraska in 2018, the first freshman to ever start for the Cornhuskers as a freshman quarterback starting the season. But tonight, he's got to lean on the run game. Let Skip Holtz do what he does, get Marable involved, and let the big guys lean on this Memphis defense, get involved in the running game when possible.
And before this one kicks off, the Stallions will celebrate winning back-to-back championships. 2022 and 2023, they won the USFL.
In the heart of the South, the unstoppable force of the United Football League stands tall. With 2 consecutive league championships under their belt,
Back-to-back champ, Birmingham Stallions.
they've left a trail of defeated opponents in their wake.
Let's go,
With a suffocating defense holding the line
backside pressure, do it again.
and formidable rushing attack leading the charge,
Makes a move, eludes pressure.
these Stallions aren't backing down.
Let's go.
And they're ready to ride to victory once again.
Best team in the league.
Touchdown. What an answer.
Giddy up.
Stallions fans, are you ready? Please welcome to the field your 2024 Birmingham Stallions. Fans, please turn your attention to midfield to meet tonight's honorary captain. Here to present tonight's game ball, please welcome to the field, Alex Magoo. Joining Alex Magoo for the game ball presentation is Stallions head coach Skip Holtz. As part of our Champions Night celebration, Coach Skip Holtz is presenting former Stallions quarterback Alex Magoo his championship ring. Alex led the Stallions to their 2023 championship and was named the league MVP. Congratulations, Alex Magoo.
Yes,
Fans, to celebrate the Stallions T23 USFL Championship, please turn your attention to our host Funny Man with former Stallions quarterback Alex Magoo and current Stallions wide receiver Deion Kane.
Yes, sir. Got two of our favorites here, Deion Kane, Alex Magoo. Hey, good to see you guys again, but you know what? We got to reveal our new championship banner. Y'all gonna help me out? Fans in the stand, y'all gonna help us out? Let's get ready to see this new banner. Let's count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see that new banner. Birmingham, if you're ready for some football, make some noise.
And now, here to perform the national anthem, please welcome Birmingham native and American Idol finalist Walker Burrows.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, yeah, and the home of the brave.
In Birmingham, where Stallion fans are hoping that this home opener is the beginning of a run to a third straight league championship. It is not too late to enter the free-to-play Fox Super 6 UFL contest. One of the questions this weekend, which player will have the most receiving yards in the entire league? Make your picks on the Fox Sports app for your chance to win a share of $1,000. Well, you saw Alex Magoo, last year's USFL Offensive Player of the Year, the MVP, led the team to a championship. He's now a member of the Green Bay Packers, and right now, on the sideline, a clean cut, Alex Magoo with Brock Hewitt.
He does look all professional, doesn't he? All clean cut. You got the ring on, the banner. There we go. The banner unfurled. What's going through your mind right now with all this?
It's just surreal, you know, just seeing all my friends, all my old teammates. You know, I call them friends because we went through a lot of things together, and we went through a whole season, and you just learn who they are, and just to see them still out here doing what they do and what they love to do. Even though we're not on the same team anymore, I'm still here. I still feel like I'm a part of this team, and I just want them to feel my energy and feel my support. We talk all the time about a league of opportunity. You are proof, man. MVP, champion. You spend the year with the Packers. What did this league mean to you? Oh, it meant everything. You know, from being in the NFL before to not being wanted back, to being Zach Potter, to Coach Holtz drafting me first, to my first year here not really being the best, to then blowing up into the season I had last year and we had last year. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's in front of you. So the work that you put in the offseason, the work that you've already put in, it just comes to light and it just comes to life at the randomest times. And you just have to make the most of every opportunity that you have. Oh, you sure did, man. Enjoy the night with all your friends. Thanks, Alex.
All right, thanks, guys. You know, he's a prime example of what this league can do, and it's given Skip Holtz a chance to show people that he's more than a college coach. 2 consecutive championships as he gets ready to open up the home portion of his schedule. Memphis will be on offense first tonight. Chris Blewett kicks it off, and here we go. Trey Williams. And bounces it inside across the 35-yard line. And this is where Case Cookus will get it started for Memphis.
Well, these guys have been sharp, Kurt, because of that guy on opening drives, their first 2 games going 16 plays in week 1, only getting a field goal, but 13 plays week 2, getting 7 points. These guys come out firing.
Yeah, week 1, they held the ball for 10.5 minutes to start the game. Last week for 7.5. So long drives to start the first 2 games. We'll see how they do tonight. On the very first play, Cook is under pressure, and he's sacked. That didn't take long at all. Jonathan Garvin getting the sack for the Stallions defense.
Well, I'm shocked that this is how this play ends up, but watch, straight around the edge, right around their staple, a former 2-time All-USFL selection by Jerron Jones. I mean, that's their right tackle and their heartbeat. They need him, man. That's a tough start, but a great start for Garvin and this Birmingham defense.
This is what they have done, leading the league in sacks, and they can't get running right now either. This offensive line being manhandled. Dondre Tillman stopping Titus Swin.
2 negative plays in a row. This is not the way. John DeFilippo, the head coach for Memphis, and the coordinator drew it up. Now they're just going to have to be really smart here. Case Cookus has to understand there's so much at stake here. The home opener, all the emotion of this game. Let's not make a silly play and a bad drive worse.
3rd long.
Whitey! Back side! Black 80! Back side!
Cookus running out of time, brought down again. And it's Jonathan Garvin again. Well, that's not the start this Memphis offense wanted.
We'll take a look again off the right side. The offense is right. You're going to get Jonathan Garvin. He gets chipped by the tight end. And then he's on Jones again, their best offensive lineman, and he somehow finds a way to get a hustle sack, meaning he plays through the whistle and finds the quarterback with the football before he can get rid of it. Long developing play, long yardage.
2 sacks and a running play for lost yardage. And that's Amari Rogers, the former 3rd-round pick of the Green Bay Packers. And Adrian Martinez gets his first start of the year for Birmingham.
I couldn't help but think of Adrian Martinez when Alex Magoo was talking about some of the adversity he was dealing with Brock before the game. I mean, this guy's been through it all. He's tough as nails. We know that, especially physically. He's been beaten up at Nebraska a little bit when he's run the football, but he somehow has some of those plays that really make you double take, and he provides a spark for this offense. I think that's why Skip Holtz gave him the start.
Yeah, Matt Corral started the first 2 games. Both quarterbacks played in each of those, and tonight it's Martinez, and it'll be interesting to see if he can grab the reins and hold on to it. That's batted down. Good to play defensively by Quentin Meeks. And that last sack, Cookus was a little slow getting up, and you can see they're looking at his left leg there on the sideline.
Oh, not what you want to see as a Showboats fan.
They're already missing their starting running back, Darius Fichter. He's been battling an ankle injury. Didn't see him in at all on that opening series, even though he is active tonight. Martinez, quick pass, and a little miscommunication with Rogers. Incomplete.
Let's go Rose. Let's go Rose, Hack. Let's go Rose, Hack, Florida 37. Rose, Hack, Florida 37, dip. Rose, Hack, Florida 37, dip.
Rose, Hack, Florida 37, dip. Owen, right? Dig.
One advantage they have with
Did you hear
Martinez in there versus Matt Corral as he can run.
You heard Sternberger? He said, "Hey, what do I got?" He said, "You got the dig." When they exited the huddle.
Here's Martinez over the middle, and it is to Sternberger. Across midfield, and it's good for the first down, Mark.
Oh, buddy, I can't tell you how many times this happens on the professional level. I don't care if it's the UFL or the NFL, but you're going to see Sternberger get in here and run that dig that his quarterback told him. You got to remember, today's the test, and it's a group test. There's no secrets tonight, Kurt. You got to tell those guys if they don't know. That's awesome.
22 yards on the reception to Sternberger.
Negative. Omaha. Ready, fit. He jumped.
Flags come out. C.J. Marable on the run, but let's see what the penalty is. Our referee tonight, Brian Banks.
Number 99, defense. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
You know, Brock Hewitt's down there on the sideline. Can you see what's going on with Case Cookus?
Yeah, they worked on him. He was fine. Kind of look at the knee stability test. He got the A-OK, told coach he is fine. I'll say this too as well. DiFilippo came over, showing him the tape. It's one of the advantages of this league is right away you can look at that tape on both of those plays. Felt like he's got to get the ball out of his hands earlier.
All right, after the penalty, C.J. Marable on first and short. Here's a look at the Birmingham offense.
You're going to see a heavy dose of that run game. This is a big offensive line, Kurt. These guys are going to lean on that defense quite a bit. And it's Adrian Martinez's job to just distribute the ball. And most importantly, right there to C.J. Marable, number 11, the running back. One of their staples here in Birmingham, his third year with the Stallions. And he's the one who gets this group running.
Omaha. Ready, fit.
Marable in motion. All kinds of time. Martinez up top. And he overthrows his intended receiver, Marlon Williams.
Marlon Williams, the only player from Alabama, hometown kid. He wanted that one in front of his hometown group here, cheering on these Stallions. As you see Corral watching, eager to hop in that game as well.
Well, as I said, both quarterbacks have played throughout the first two, but Corral had started each of those games. We'll see how much action he gets tonight here on third down.
Ready, fit.
Martinez trying to keep it going. They fake it around, and there he runs. That's what he can do. He's dangerous, still on his feet. Tripped up, and that saved the touchdown. Big run by Martinez of 23.
Well, watch, they're just going to fake this fly sweep across from the gun, kind of like a jet sweep across here, and then they're going to get a guard to pull in front of Martinez, and it just turns into quarterback power. A little smoke and mirrors show everything running to the outside, and you see it from the referee cam right there, or the helmet cam, excuse me, of 42 Ferguson. But Adrian Martinez, that's part of his game, especially on third and short.
Here we go from the 19. Martinez keeping the play alive. Down the sideline, Marable got it. What a play by Martinez. It's only a 5-yard gain, but that's impressive.
Well, that's huge. Watch this catch on the sideline. Should get his toes in there right at the end. You see all the turf dragging and controlling that football all the way through. Well done by Marable, providing an outlet for his quarterback and for Adrian Martinez to flush that interception from last week when he was on the move. Similar situation. Looks like he cleaned that up.
There's Marable again out of the backfield. And he gains 6 yards. It'll be a first down for the Stallions.
Regular T-bone. Report. T-bone. So T-bone, Washington, even. T-bone, Washington, even. How is that not a face mask?
We got T-bone.
How is that not a face mask?
Spider-Man.
So first and goal, they bring in the tight end in the backfield. They bring in a sixth offensive lineman as well. And this is Marable following ball on the tight end and gets out to the 6-yard line.
Well, we've seen that quite a bit. Sometimes it works for touchdowns, but it's their short yardage staple down near the goal line or short yardage situations. They love that T formation. Getting the tight end, Marcus Bowe in there to block for Marable, whatever it takes. Just get guys and get bodies in front of 11 and let them run.
So they were just short of the first down on the play before. That did make it official, first and goal.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Ocean.
10th play of this drive. Marable hitting in the backfield, doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage, courtesy of Dalen Mack.
Okay. What do we got? Second and what? Here we go. Let's go. Laser full. Big Bills, 12. Laser full, Big Bills, 12.
You mentioned
laser full. Big Bills,
Dalen
12.
Mack. I mean, he's playing that two-gap technique right in the middle of that defense. He's got to make stuff happen right in the interior, the big body in the middle. He's like a VW bug parked in there.
Stallions with 2 tight ends as they have time, but it falls incomplete. Pass intended for Kevin Austin. All right, 3rd and goal.
Okay. We go 11.
See if they get the QB on the run again. Give him a run pass option potentially.
Here we go. Let's go Leo. Flow, Florida, 27 zebra hot. Leo Flow, Florida, 27 zebra hot.
We got Leo Flow, Florida, 27 zebra
Skip, what are you
hot.
looking for on this right here, bud?
Zebra hot, we've got a hot route over here one-on-one if they give it to us, and then otherwise we're working a 4-man game over to the left.
Ocean.
Let's see if they give it to him. Marable in motion. Looking, tipped, and caught for the touchdown. Deflected it right in the hands of Jay Sternberger. You got to be lucky sometimes.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Shoot, we'll take it, but you saw him. He's going to take his eyes to the right and view 2 defenders right here, understanding they're doubling backside. Remember, Coach talked about that alert to the right. He saw it, read it, tried to make a throw inside, and then the deflection helped out the Birmingham Stallions for their first score of the game.
6-yard score, they'll go for 2. 4 for 4 on the season on their 2-point attempts. That one deflected. They're not as lucky this time. I think Big Dalen Mack got a hand on that, and it prevents them from adding 2, but the touchdown gives them the lead. First drive of the game for the Stallions. They put it in the end zone, and yes, luck was a part of it. But despite that, or because of it, they've got a 6-0 lead. Well, join Underdog Daily Fantasy to get in on the UFL action. Just scan the QR code to learn more. Adrian Martinez getting his first start, putting the Stallions in the end zone, and so now the task becomes uphill for Case Cookus and this Memphis offense, Mark.
Well, listen, Case Cookus was on the move quite a bit last drive, and he was under duress. He hasn't even been able to get a ball out of his hand to attempt to pass. This defensive pass rush has been all over him, namely number 50, Jonathan Garvin. So I'd look for John DeFilippo, the offensive coordinator and head coach from Memphis, to somehow get Case Cookus just an easy completion quickly, maybe a 3-step or 1-step from the gun, or something on the move. Let him move around and move the passing spot.
Well, here's Trey Williams on the return. And Williams out to the 39-yard line, so it'll be pretty good starting field position for Cookus. And on that opening drive, they went 3 and out, and that included 2 sacks.
Well, we saw Garvin all over at number 50, and 2.2 seconds. We got to have a decision made and a ball cut loose. This one took a while on 3rd down. You see that over 3.5 seconds. They don't got protections long enough for that. I know that for a fact. Whatever league you're playing in, That's most important. The ball's got to get out. Let's see if they either try and establish the run game or get a quick completion.
Hey, kill! Hey, kill!
For Case.
What's it?
He's got time. No, he doesn't. Third sack in 4 plays, and he's hurt.
That was that same knee, I think, Kurt. That left knee.
Yeah, he's limping after that. And you saw him looking at that left knee on the sideline after the first series.
We see the rush is just going to start coming over the walls on the back end here. And that's the weakest part of the protection with your halfback, left guard, and left tackle on those boot plays.
Loss of 7. They run 4 offensive plays, all for negative yards until now. Sage Surratt with his first catch and first completion.
There it is, getting the ball out quickly. This is what happens when you don't get it out quickly. Carlos Davis had 2 sacks last week. He's off to a hot start in this second drive for Memphis.
Let's go demo the gun trance right nasty. 3-jet salsa Waldo X cards. Don't worry. Got back flat. X cards.
There's a look at Davis. This Birmingham team came in leading the UFL with 9 sacks through 2 weeks. They've got 3 already.
What's it?
Blitz coming. Cook is hit as he throws. It falls incomplete, but he took another shot.
Well, this ball was intended for Dawood Davis on the sit route. He might have had a first down here. And you're going to see him just set up perfectly in the zone right here and slam on the brakes. Underneath, he's got room. And what do you know? This defensive line, DeMarcus Mitchell, nails him, and he doesn't quite finish that throw. That's why the ball sailed over his intended target. Tough break again for Memphis on 3rd down.
The Memphis offensive line is being dominated by Birmingham right now. It is not even a match. Amari Rogers deep. All right. 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Adrian Martinez led the Stallions to a touchdown last drive. What does he have up his sleeve this time? Tonight's game is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
I thought you had the 16 right now.
No, first slant?
Yeah, I mean right now, but it seemed like you held it.
I held it to hit the second slant. That's where I was going.
Oh, Jason,
yeah.
You'll see it, but the first guy, the first slant's wide open. It looked like it for me. I'll look at it on film, but it looked like it for me.
Brock, we had a chance to see Adrian Martinez talking to Skip Holtz, and that's really Skip's strength, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. We've talked about this now going on 3 years. It's why they're back-to-back champs. It's just his ability to get the best out of his quarterbacks. And I honestly think I saw Adrian a lot in college. This system in so many ways built for him. Run, pass, his ability to use his legs, and great communication there with the head man.
Steps forward, completes that one out along the right side. That was Deion Kane with the reception. Well, this is kind of what he's done here. Well, in the USFL, won a championship with Tamar Smith, going 9-1. And Alex Magoo was on that team, but he was the backup. The next year, Magoo was the starting quarterback, won a championship, and was the MVP. And so, you know, Mark, it seems as though Skip Holtz has the right touch no matter who the quarterback is.
He sure does, and you can tell there's some hard coaching going on. And no feelings get hurt. These guys expect tough coaching and expect him to coach him every play.
Oh, you lost the football. That doesn't help. Adrian Martinez on the run.
Covered by the defense.
And big John Atkins with the recovery.
Oh boy, we're going to hear some tough coaching for that.
Well, Malik Lawal punched it out. Atkins recovered, and that may be the break Memphis needs to kind of get something going.
Well, here's the very last play, just a simple read for the quarterback. It's just a read option. He's expecting the offensive line to get up to the second level. They failed to do that. Here's the fake, and he's reading right off the edge. Roberts, number 9, all the way. Roberts kind of played in the middle. I could have seen Martinez give that ball. He decides to take it, and right there is the punch by the wall there. The stud out of Temecula, California, Tulane prospect who made it to the UFL and is making a name for himself, punching the football out.
So the defense giving the offense a chance. Here on first down, that one's caught. Jonathan Adams down to the 35-yard line. Get a 6. Only the second positive play that Memphis has had all night.
Well, you saw what they tried to do. They get back to old and reliable and Sage Surratt, and then once again with Jonathan Adams, he's their leading receiver this year, had a big one-on-one jump ball catch last week. They get to stuff that gets them comfortable and trying to get a little momentum off that turnover. Free play.
Oh, they blow it dead.
You hear Case, why?
Yeah.
He didn't touch him, though. He should let the play go.
In case knew he would have had a free play.
He wanted the free play.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 94, defense. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
There it is, just a quick head start. Well drawn by Lindstrom, throwing a hand out there, trying to draw contact, just as he's coached up to do. But you saw Case Cookus, he's fiery, man. He gets all worked up on game day and wants this thing bad, you can tell.
Well, you can tell, obviously he would have probably taken a shot at the end zone. They get the first down. Surratt, his second catch of the night, and on his birthday, he picks up positive yardage again.
Hey, let's go deep left. Z-Jet. Past 95, Y rope. Deep left, Z-Jet, past 95, Y rope.
Deep left, Z-Jet, past 95, Y rope. On what, Rick?
Well, this is a play action. He's going to be under center, turn his back to the defense. They've had problems with that, already given up 2 sacks on that. Let's see if this offensive line can hold up.
Laney, what's it?
With time and throwing over the right shoulder while David Davis was looking over the left. All right, third down.
Well, this motion's going to scream across, and then he's going to end up running the wheel route. You're going to fake here and get the defense to suck up on the fake. You forget about David Davis, and Case Cookus just missed him. David Davis a little bit tight, in my opinion. I think Cookus was expecting him a little closer to the sideline.
Pressure coming. Completes it, Vinny Papali, and it's tied. Touchdown, Memphis. 23 yards on the Cats and score.
Well, this is what they love about Papali. Listen, he can run his option route. He took it inside. He felt Scooby right and a huge void inside. He's got a 3-way go. He could sit down, break it out, or break inside. He obviously took the home run. Scooby right blitzed and left a giant void. And there he goes. Almost hitting his head on the upright.
Hey, kill!
They're going to go for 1. A 1-point conversion attempt. Cookus. And it's incomplete. Pressure being brought by Dondre Tillman. And so the game will remain tied. But the Memphis Showboats turning the turnover by their defense into points by the offense. Their best drive by far. Case Cookus hooking up with Vinny Papali, and we're knotted. Well, on the last drive, the turnover by Adrian Martinez, the fumble proved to be the difference. It gave Memphis the ball back. He went to the sideline, and his head coach had words for him.
2nd and 1. You know what I mean? I probably should have just done Baltimore. Just trying to get a first down. Got to protect that football. It's the only way these people have played with us. You know what I mean? The only way they have played with us is when we turn it over and let them get in the game. We've got to protect that ball.
Oh, those words seem pretty positive.
No, that sounded great, and that's what a quarterback wants to hear. They know they made a mistake. They've acknowledged they made a mistake. The coach acknowledges it, and you move on quickly and hopefully, you know, can stifle that momentum that Memphis picked up in your hometown.
So final minute of this opening quarter, all tied at 6. Isaiah Zuber with the return. Case Cook has scored a touchdown in that last drive, and Brock, that was a good bounce back.
Yeah, what we love about this league is just being able to look at this video, and here's Case himself looking at first that wheel route. Case, take me through it.
Yeah, so we got the motion coming through. We're going to have a little play action fake in the backfield here, sell it, and then we're trying to get Dave with the ball. The post pulls 2 guys. I just got to put it on him a little more. New play install we installed this week. Just got to put it on him. And then
this is what I love, Case. You flush that though, man. You flush it and you come right back.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you can't let that stuff bother you. Mike blitz on this, and Vinny's going to run a great little slant route for the touchdown off his guys. So they're playing man. We had 2 man beaters on, and Vinny won. Goes and scores. Does a great job finishing.
How critical, man, to flush a negative play. Could you have done that 5 years ago?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where my whole career's been ups and downs. You can't let the ups and downs affect you, right? So you just got to move on. You can't sweat the little things sometimes. You just got to move on, and we're still in the middle of a drive.
Appreciate it, Case. Thanks, man.
All right, just to make it official, they're going to re-kick this. There was an offside by Memphis on the kickoff. But you get a little insight into who Case Cookus is and why. Not only has he been effective on the field, but the last 2 years with the Philadelphia Stars, one of the best players in the USFL, and has gotten a shot with a couple of NFL teams despite bad injuries throughout his career. Really, that's been the only thing, Mark, that's kind of held him back.
Well, let's not forget, I mean, he had this very same Birmingham Stallions team on the ropes in the championship game 2 years ago in the USFL championship, and that's when he broke his leg. Comes back the next year, the team rallies around him again, has another stellar year, and here he is again as a staple for these spring leagues, and now the UFL. I mean, he wants to remain among the top quarterbacks here in this league.
Here's Isaiah Zuber, and Birmingham should have pretty good field position after this re-kick. Very good field position out to the 49-yard line. All right, we saw Case Cookus flush those first 2 series that didn't go their way. We'll see if Martinez can do the same.
Well, he's been most effective on 3rd downs with some throws over the middle of the field, and then most importantly, his legs. Remember, he packs a punch now. He's not easy to bring down, and if he can hang on to that football, he really provides a spark for this rushing offense.
Ricky Person, his first carry. Cuts it up. Stays on his feet out across the 40. Still fighting down to the 42-yard line. Good block downfield by his tight end by Marcus Bow. 11 yards on that run.
Well, that's the 1-2 punch they love at running back. Number 11, C.J. Marable, and then, of course, 23, Ricky Person Jr. in his 2nd year with the Birmingham Stallions. Scored a touchdown last week. I mean, this kid is a great changeup for this offense.
And there's Marable on the sideline. Skip Holt said that's what makes them. Both these guys have been in this offense back-to-back years, and so they don't have to think so much. They just play fast, and they're showing it. Martinez over the middle, down the sideline, touchdown, Birmingham. Arlen Williams with the score. A 41-yard touchdown in the final seconds in front of the home folks. And that's Marlon Williams' first touchdown of the season. He missed all of last year, injured in the opening quarter of the opening game last season, tore his Achilles and was done for the year. So good to see him back.
Omaha! Ready, kick!
Going for two. Martinez scrambling. And deflected in the end zone. So the touchdown will extend the lead to 6 points. They can't add the conversion, but Martinez does bounce back after fumbling on the previous series. And when they hold on to the ball, they're 2 for 2 as far as touchdowns go.
They really are, and he gave this free safety a look to the right, a little pump to the right, and then he set up the wheel route to his left. He waited plenty of time. He was back there cooking steaks. I mean, medium well, Kurt. He had all day long, and you see that little post wheel combination, and he finally gets to Williams, who you mentioned, Kurt, tore his Achilles last year. The only Alabama native on the Birmingham Stallions, back home on ring ceremony night. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
He's got to feel good. And as we talked about, after all he went through last year, Brock back and scoring a touchdown in front of the home folks.
Yeah, Kurt Menefee just talking, Marlon, about all that you have been through. That first game, tearing your Achilles, what did that feel like?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just glad to be here. I went through a long year. I'm just glad I'm back here making plays. I'm glad I'm here, man. And shout out to my roommates. They keep me up all the time. Yes.
Hey, talk to me about that route and that concept. What went into that play?
It was just a pump play. You know, they were playing aggressive, so coach called the pump play. It was open. The corner or the safety who was over top of me, he forgot all about me, wide open.
There's something about touchdowns and catching your breath, huh?
Yeah, you got to catch your breath for a touchdown. You know, all that energy, excitement, especially for me. I'm just happy I'm here. I swear I am.
We know you are. Thanks, Marlon.
What a story. This is Jonathan Adams with the return on what will be the final play of an exciting opening quarter. Marlon Williams with a 41-yard touchdown, giving Birmingham the lead after one quarter. They've had it twice, or scored twice on 3 possessions, pardon me, and Memphis has scored once. Yeah. Touchdowns, touchdowns, touchdowns. Quarter number 2.
We believe in the 2-minute drill and goal line stands. We believe in beer snakes, the giddy up, and whatever this guy's doing. We believe in speed and power, and that nothing is more dangerous than a man with a dream. We believe in football. The United Football League. Next Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
About that. All right, back here in Birmingham, the hometown Stallions up 12-6 after one quarter. You know what? We're joined in our U.S. Army Command Center by the one and only Mike Pereira. You see and hear him on Saturdays and Sundays, and it's your birthday, Mike.
Oh, my God.
Happy birthday.
Oh, gee. Oh,
we don't have enough cakes for him.
Don't wait for us to sing. That's not going to happen on live TV. But happy birthday, brother. It is so good to have you back. Even every day that's not your birthday. We're glad you're with us.
German chocolate. Travis.
Mike, you
what
good,
a reaction by Mike Pereira. I don't know if he was stunned or what.
Well, we're glad you're back.
Happy birthday, I think. Maybe he doesn't want to be reminded. I don't know. Here's a quick pass. It's taken by David Davis. He celebrated more than Mike did. Jeez.
Well, you can tell this offense has really started clicking since that last drive, and they've done a better job on first down at picking up positive plays. You see that getting into 2nd and 1. That's going to open up your entire playbook as we see Darius Victor in the lineup there.
And we've seen him all day, yeah.
Right.
He's their leading rusher, been battling a right ankle injury. Set out the first quarter, and on his first carry, the pop right at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Dondre Tillman with
Dondre Tillman leads the Stallions defense.
Here we go. Gun, bonus left, A. 350 spoon stick. On one, ready? 350 cut.
Oh, you hear him say cut, Kurt. Watch for some quick pass game. He said 350.
Stick, more.
That tells the offensive line the 3 in front of it, lets them know it's going to be 3-step timing. That ball's out quick.
Wait, set.
Quick pass, David Davis gets a block. And a good open field tackle made by Kenny Robinson.
Well, this is an excellent changeup by the Memphis offense. You got to give them credit at getting the ball to the perimeter quickly. That defensive line for Birmingham, they came out like gangbusters, Kurt. They flew out of the blocks at the start of this game, and they were overmatching this offensive line, as you alluded to earlier. Well, how do you slow those guys down? You get the ball to the perimeter immediately and force those guys to run laterally and tire them out, wait for them to get doubled over, and then you attack them in the run game.
4-yard gain on first. Victor flipped it back to Cookus. Being chased by Garvin, and he barely gets a yard. Birmingham sniffed that play out right away.
I mean, you would never know by some of the hits that Case Cookus takes that he broke his leg a couple years ago. I mean, this guy's got to be careful and understand his best ability is availability. When that play's over, say uncle, throw the ball away and move on with your life.
Hey, we're good. Sunday side. Hey, bench. Salt.
He's sliding the line left.
Sunday.
And he's pushed out by Tillman. Flag on the play, and lots of contact there on the left side of the line. Looked like. Let's see what the call is from Ryan Banks.
They'll decline it. It's the result of the play is 4th down. We've got holding. Holding. Number 88. Offense. That penalty's declined.
So they give Cookus a yard on the run. And Birmingham will decline it because it'll be 4th and
3rd down.
Well, if they declined it, it should be 4th down. If they accept it, it's 3rd down.
They're in that no man's land.
Correct, it should be 4th and 5.
Let's move them back.
I think the officials just trying to straighten this out.
Here. Go gun trips right now.
So now they're going to get a 3rd and long, correct?
Turn it off.
Well, that means they accepted it, if that's the case. Yeah.
8-8.
Mike?
Zone. And then they said, no, they want to take the penalty.
So they are accepting the 10 yards.
So they first declined it. First, the assumption by the referee was that they declined it, but they accepted it.
So they took the penalty. It'll be 3rd and long instead. Cookus stepping up. Caught Jonathan Adams in traffic. What a catch, despite the big hits. And that is a Memphis 1st down. Wow. 16 yards. Talk about hanging in there.
Huddle!
Well, this is just a big in route. You're going to see Jonathan Adams come screaming into your vision from left to right. Big number 12 back there. And the safety should be all over that, especially on a 3rd and long situation like that. Understanding how to play the sticks at 15 yards deep.
In Birmingham territory, Cookus just forced to get rid of that probably before he wanted to, and falls incomplete. Brock?
You know, one unique thing here, Kurt, is O-line coach for Memphis, Jim Turner, been around a long time. He did this in the NFL. He did it at A&M. Watch him. He is always behind the play, and he doesn't watch the action on the field. He will turn and actually watch the big screen, and, of course, now he's walking away from me. But he's going to communicate with DiFilippo here something. But I don't see any other O-line coach that I have ever been around, Mark Sanchez, Kurt Menefee, ever spend his time watching the big screen, not the action on the field. It gives him a chance to see what's going on in big picture.
And Darius Victor goes down before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. You know, that's an interesting observation there, Brock. Mark, it allows him to see both sides of the line as opposed to being blocked out by players, maybe?
And probably has a hard time. You know, these offenses follow the football all the way down the field as far as you can, and so it gets congested there right by the line of scrimmage where the ball is, and so he's trying to get a good look at his big guys up front and figure out what the problem is based on that first drive, and now how much better they're doing on these next couple drives of keeping this Birmingham Stallions defense at bay.
Another 3rd and long. Cookus underneath, got Victor. And Victor going to be stopped short of the chains by Demarius Gates. It'll bring up 4th down. John DiFilippo with the decision.
Let's see how aggressive coach wants to get.
Well, they're sending the kicking unit out onto the field. Matt
I
Coughlin.
am 72 and 75 are reporting is eligible. 72 and 75 are reporting is eligible.
This will be a 57-yard attempt.
Ooh, baby.
Exactly.
Hope he warmed up.
His long so far in the young season, 51 yards. All-time leading scorer in the history of Michigan State football. The ball is down, right down the middle. And just like that, no problem. 57 yards by Matt Coughlin. And I tell you what, Memphis got off to a horrible start on their first 2 drives, but they put it together and made it a 3-point game.
So come and skate with me, just a rebel, looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push.
Well, next Saturday on Fox, the United Football League continues as the DC Defenders take on the Birmingham Stallions. Or it's Michigan battling San Antonio. It all kicks off next Saturday, 7 o'clock Eastern, only on Fox. Check your local listings for which game you'll get in your area. Adrian Martinez has led the Birmingham Stallions to a couple of touchdowns. They hold on to the lead 12-9 here in the second quarter of this home opener for the Stallions. Just over 9 minutes left to play, and you know, Adrian Martinez has been splitting the duties with Matt Corral all season long through the first 2 games. Corral started, Martinez coming off the bench. Martinez got the start tonight. And here's a little trick play on the return. What a hit. That was Christian McFarland, the former Stallion, laying out Isaiah Zuber.
Ooh, what a shot.
He'll remember that one. Well, Adrian Martinez goes back out on the field. We haven't seen Matt Corral play all night long here, Brock.
Yeah, I think you're going to continue to see Adrian a whole bunch, and talking to Skip, this is just a matter of gaining trust. You know, we had him week 1, we sat down with him, and at that point, even then, he was just kind of in between, right? It was Corral with the starter, but he really said this week he has earned my trust, and this is going to be his game unless he gets banged up.
Omaha! All right.
Ready,
well, so far, so good. Other than the one fumble. Completes this out to Jay Sternberger. There's a flag on the play after the 8-yard pickup. See if it stands.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, the outside receiver.
Illegal shift. Offense. Not 11. All 11 players were set prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still, first down.
So that'll come back. Look at Matt Corral. One time, just 2 years ago, 3rd-round pick of the Carolina Panthers after that brilliant career at Ole Miss. He's trying to get his NFL and pro career back on track. Right now, it's Martinez's game from here on.
Omaha! Ready, hit!
Quick pass, Sternberger. And the tight end breaks the tackle and gets out once again back to where he was before the penalty, given 14 on that one.
Well, they just flipped the play before and ran almost the exact same thing, but you're going to see him kind of sit down right over the ball, and a good tight end and a good halfback are a quarterback's best friends. You see him split the 2 defenders. Just great spatial awareness by him. Like a low post player in basketball, you got to find a little zone there, slam on the brakes, and make yourself available.
Yeah, Sternberger, another former third-rounder of the Green Bay Packers. Ricky Person lowers his shoulder. Oh, boy, he's delivering it instead of taking it at that running back spot. Ran right over Jeray Elder and picks up a first down. 7 yards on the run. Wow.
Well, watch the momentum of Ricky Person Jr. He's going to take this thing from left to right, and he's not going to slow down. He's going to brace for impact. Generally, the low man wins, but not today, according to Ricky Person. Whew. Elder felt that one. Pop back up, you see him try and punch out the ball. Ricky Person packs a punch, man.
Second year out of NC State. Out of the backfield, Person makes a move, and Ricky Person becoming the guy here.
Okay. Here we go, Razor with an R. Razor, hey, Razor with an R. Razor, Texas even. Razor, even.
Here we go. We got Razor, Texas even, on the ready, right? Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Ocean. Hey.
Person falling forward. Let's see the call on third down.
That's that Toledo play. They call it Texas.
3rd and 2.
Tackle pull.
Let's go Kodak.
Oh, they're going to go up to the line of scrimmage, take a picture of the defense. Kodak film, Kodak cameras.
Ocean.
Watch him take a picture. And he's going to look back and get the call, Kurt.
Ferrari. Hey.
The pitch out to Person. Can he get around the corner? He does. And he's going to fight his way right near that first down marker.
We heard him say Ferrari. You knew something fast was coming, and it's just a quick pitch to the edge. Let's see if he gets it with the first down cam.
That's close.
Quentin Meeks tried to push him back.
Here's the official measurement via the line, and he got enough. Just across the line to gain.
Slow.
Certainly first down, Birmingham. Play clock winding down. Martinez calm, but he threw it behind Sternberger.
This is similar to that play he hit earlier on a third down, that basic in route or dig route by the tight end, Sternberger, who's quickly becoming his favorite target with 4, leading the Birmingham Stallions as a team. But he just missed that front left toe a little bit behind him, and consequently the ball went behind him.
Here we go. Rob, for the Gemini turn. I want it. Yes, man. Omaha! Hey, sit!
Wide open is Deion Kane. And that is another Stallion first down, Brock.
Yeah, you know what, Kurt, jumps out field level here is this is the #1 team in the league in rushing. Right? And we know that rushing, and when you can run it, it leads to success, and it's back-to-back championships. But look at, Mark, all the different things they do, right? You got quick pitch, you got QB run, you got power. You just have so many different looks that so many of the other teams in this league don't do. And it's a credit to Skip and what, you know, a two-dimensional quarterback is capable of doing in the run game.
It really is a multiple attack.
Martinez jumped in the air. It was like one of those Tebow throws. He kind of jumped in the air. Didn't necessarily need to, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think he was eager to get out of the pocket, and he could have just stayed right in there. His time clock kind of went off in his head, and it felt like, I got to get out of here, but he had plenty of time. That's part of the adjustment of a new system, part of the adjustment of becoming a pocket passer as opposed to a guy who throws the ball occasionally but really is a run threat. And he's still going through that transition right now. But you could tell he's thinking this game, and Skip Holtz is trying to put him in advantageous situations.
What's coming? Quick pass, Martinez caught. And breaking the tackle. Benjamin Victor with a big gain for Birmingham, and here we go again, 16 on that one.
Watch the route, it's just a Little slant or quick post route on the outside, a 3-step slant. Look at that 45-degree angle, exactly what you want. And this ball's cut loose before Victor even gets his eyes back to the quarterback. And for good reason, because the cornerback was all over that. TJ Green wanted a piece of that football. Victor cut him off with his body. And Adrian Martinez dotted him with the football.
The former Ohio State Buckeye makes it 1st and goal. A handoff taken by Person, spinning his way down to the 8-yard line.
Play, what the hell? Come on. Here we go. Let's go Rambo. Here we go. Let's go Rambo. Rambo. Let's go Colts odd. Let's go Colts odd, shell tied. Rambo, Colts odd, shell tied.
Yeah, Colts odd, shell tied. Colts odd, shell tied. I want it. What?
Birmingham approaching 7 minutes on this drive.
Hey, Indy odd. Ocean,
11th play.
Same thing for you, same thing for you. Ready, sit.
Person down to the 5.
You see some of that call getting mixed up there, a little bit of miscommunication between Indy versus Colts, probably a similar type play there, Kurt.
So Memphis uses the timeout. 2:19 left to go. Birmingham knocking on the door, trying to extend the lead. Tonight's game is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Football, it's a Pepper thing. And by T-Mobile, America's largest and fastest 5G network. Well, this is the first home game for the Birmingham Stallions here this season, and last night in front of a lot of their faithful, they got their championship rings from last year's USFL title season. Back-to-back years, Skip Holtz's team has won the USFL championship, and so with the USFL being combined with the XFL, they're now trying to go for a UFL title and add to that banner there at Protective Stadium, where they put up back-to-back championships. There's Alex Magoo, who was the MVP of the league last year, now with the Green Bay Packers after leading the Stallions to the championship. Back-to-back. There's another guy, Scooby Wright, heart and soul really of this defensive unit, and a fan favorite in Birmingham.
I love Scooby
See
Wright.
if Adrian Martinez can lead them to a touchdown here.
Ocean. Ready, sit.
Brings it down, uses his feet, and caught from behind. Good tackle made by Jordan Ferguson. My bad. Here we go, 4th down.
They got the warning to think about whether they want to go for it or not.
Lots to think about. We've seen lots of scoring so far. 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
I made a left call. We should be going right to that guy.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Birmingham up 12-9 over the Memphis Showboats, and trying to add to that.
Number 96,
58,
and 73 are all reporting as eligible. 96, 58,
so this will
and
be Chris
73.
Blewett here to set it up. Try and take the lead back to 6.
Off the slant. That's why I keep trying to go to slant the 3.
22-yard field goal attempt. You see Blewett's only missed one so far in the young season. And he still only missed one. That one's true, and Birmingham back up by 6. Brock.
You know, Kurt, we've talked about Skip as a QB whisperer, and that wasn't much whispering right there. There's a lot of conversation with Adrian to just let it rip.
Well, right now he sees it. When we're talking about the reads over here on the field, he seems just a little bit hesitant to let it go at times. You know what I mean? And that is, I'm not mad at him. He's got to feel comfortable to pull that trigger and let it go. But he's reading the right place. He's going to the right place. He's just got to trust it and let it go. go. He's got great feet. He's always had that in his hip pocket to rely on. We're just trying to get him to feel comfortable on his reads and let it go. He's doing a good job. We're moving the ball, but again, we've got down in that red zone, and I don't know. We're not running the ball the way we're going to need to, especially I'm probably getting in the big sets a little early, but we'll see how this is going to go.
Appreciate it, Skip. Thank you.
You know, this is the first game we've seen one of the two Birmingham quarterbacks play an entire half.
Well, you're exactly right. They've gone 2 drives apiece the first 2 games, and it's tough for one guy to get in a rhythm, but it's also tough for me to criticize what Skip Holtz is doing at the quarterback position, because it seems to work every year without fail, and let's see if this year's no different. He's got a championship-winning quarterback on his roster, and he's the 3. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. He's just trying to get guys ready to play.
J.R. Smith has been his quarterback the first 2 seasons here. All right, 1:50 left to go. 2 timeouts for Case Cookus and the Memphis Showboats. And in the USFL, I tell you what, he has been the man. But that's how he was in college, coming out of Northern Arizona. And with the Philadelphia Stars, over the 2 seasons of the USFL, he was the #1 quarterback in all those stats. And really, the last 2 drives, he's turned things around.
You see those numbers right there. The first 2 and last 2 drives.
What's it?
And they've scored on each of the last 2. And that's Darius Victor out of the backfield. Kind of crawling for a couple of extra yards there. Clock down inside 140.
Lucky, hey, pressure. Falcon. Dizzy right. Pressure. Lucky. Falcon. Slow. Sunday.
Pressure, he's going to get a little out right there.
Pressure coming. And Cookus, there's a flag in the backfield as he throws it away. Dondre Tillman bringing the heat. And Cookus a little slow getting up again.
All right, let's see if they want it. We got holding number 51. If they want it, move back.
McCray.
Holding, number 51, offense. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. It's still 2nd down.
Jordan McCray called for that.
Well, McCray in at right guard for Jordan Lindstrom, or Alex Lindstrom, excuse me. There's the hold right there. Pulling on him right next to the quarterback. Drew the attention of the official and drew the flag. The offensive play was called pressure, but they felt the pressure from the defense.
Hey, Saturn. Time. Whitey, what's it?
Good pass. Jonathan Adams. Spun out of bounds on the play.
See him showing off those strong hands, holding that ball in one hand like a loaf of bread, keeping it away from a defender. But that's their leading receiver this year. And him and David Davis have to make something happen here on this drive if they want to get some points.
Go. F up the gun, trips left, open, 2-jet, Y spare, X shallow. All one, ready? Y spare, barrel, X shallow.
Stallion fans trying to root on their defense on this 3rd down.
Time. Whitey, what's it?
4-man rush. Underneath, Adams. Stiff arm out across the 40-yard line. What a run after the catch. Chiava Tazzino thought he had him, but the stiff arm allowed Adams to get 10 in the first.
And this is, there's crossing routes all the way. You're going to see Birmingham spot drops into zone. This is not the play you want versus zone, but somehow Cookus and Davis make it work. Adams, rather.
Caught on the run, Sage Surratt. Inside the 35, and a big catch on what has been a big night for the tight end, Sage Surratt. This time, a nice gain of 24.
This is their second and a half.
Memphis uses their 2nd timeout. Inside, 1 minute left. Memphis trying to at least tie this or maybe even take the lead. We're less than a minute on the game clock from the Progressive Halftime Show. We'll get you inside both locker rooms and get you caught up as to what happened in week 2 of the UFL season. But right now, Memphis down by 6 at the Birmingham 35-yard line. Case Cookus and this offense really turned it around after the first 2 series where they went 3 and out on both. Here comes pressure. Cookus stays in the pocket, and that was deflected maybe at the line of scrimmage or came out of his hand kind of weird. One of the two.
Yeah, that was definitely deflected at the line of scrimmage. But let's talk a little strategy here. These guys have talked about how important it was in the red zone to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. This drive is no different. It just happens to be a 2-minute drive before halftime. Little chunks, advancing the ball. DiFilippo said advancement. That's all we need, a positive play every time. We're right here in the fringe and red zone.
Here comes the blitz again. Cookus going deep down the sideline and couldn't hook up with David Davis.
Well, let's not forget inside, John DiFilippo said when they get into their odd front, they're going to bring a ton of different looks. Right here, it was just a little cross dog, field cross dog out of their odd looks. They played against this scheme 3 times last year, so they knew these odd looks would potentially cause a problem up front. The quarterback, center, running back, all have to be on the same page to block this up.
DiFilippo knows they missed one there. Cookus stays in the pocket. There's no flags there. There's a late flag coming out.
I mean, Lee Morris
Neville Clark on the defense against Lee Morris.
Yeah, Clark
Open up your mic.
nailed it before that ball showed up.
Okay, what do we got? 14, DP. We have pass interference. Spot foul. Number 14, correct?
That is Neville Clark they're talking about.
Pass interference, number 14, defense. The ball he placed in the spot of the foul, automatic, first down.
Well, that's the matchup on the outside. Morris and Clark on a quick little slant. You see at the catch point, Clark tries to make his presence felt, but he does it a little too soon. Cookus and Morris get away with one. Clark knows he let him off the hook.
So they get 12 yards on the penalty. Cookus keeps the play alive, and along the sideline, Vinny Papali makes the catch. Clark hit him hard. It takes us down inside 30 seconds.
What a catch.
Ricky, Stag!
What are you going here with, Flip? Double stick dragging here. Double stick dragging. Double stick up top, single high working down here.
Section!
Cookus looking up top. Couldn't get enough on that for Papali, incomplete.
I'm going to be ready to bang it this next time now. Here we go. Hey, do I take a shot at the end zone here, Doug? Okay, here we go. Hey, gun dizzy left, three-jet Raider. Gun dizzy left, three-jet Raider. Here we go.
And on Raider, what are we looking at?
Four verts with a single high. He's going to throw a hinge on the outside. 2 high, he's going to run a bender.
Jet Raider on 2, right? Dizzy left.
Translate, Mark.
He's going 4 verticals. You're going to get some benders on the inside here, and then potentially a hinge route on the outside.
Looking for it. And he throws it out of bounds. Big 4th down here. Decision time. Down by 6. They decide to send the field goal unit out onto the field. Right call, Mark?
I think it's the right call to kick now. I was just a little shocked at trying to take that shot on 3rd and 3 with the timeout in your back pocket. Plenty of time to get a new set of downs, try and exhaust those 3 downs, and then on 4th down make a decision potentially. At least try to squeeze out a couple more plays.
Kicked a 57-yard field goal, adds that one from 34 yards out, and it's back to a 3-point game with 14 ticks to go here in the first half. Well, we've seen these two teams combine to score on 5 straight possessions, and other than the one fumble by Adrian Martinez, he's had a pretty good day.
Well, listen, he's found Sternberger quite a bit. He's used his legs quite a bit. Got a little bit of luck here, too. Off the tip ball, ends up being a touchdown. Has yet to turn the ball over through the air, but he did have that one crucial fumble that seemed to be the alarm clock for Memphis and wake their team up. He has been efficient, 9 of 15 through the air in his first start. Really turned it around after those first 5 pass attempts.
Now you see both quarterbacks kind of got off to a slow start and then hit it up, as we mentioned. Memphis has scored on 3 straight possessions, led by Case Cookus. Birmingham has scored on 2 consecutive possessions, and with 14 seconds left, they'll get the ball back one more time. We'll see if they decide to just take a knee and go into the locker room or try and add to this lead.
Kurt, I'm just a little shocked we haven't made any barbecue references yet. I mean, these are 2 of the most important, pivotal barbecue cities in the country between Memphis and Birmingham. I mean, these guys are heating up like a barbecue, that's for sure. Dreamland, rendezvous, I mean, wet versus dry, you tell me, buddy.
Dry every day. That's what I'll tell you. At least for me, Isaiah Zuber down to the final 7 seconds here. You can see both quarterbacks again. Started slowly, but finishing well here in the first half. If you're Birmingham, 7 seconds left. Try anything, you just take a knee here.
Florida 48. I want it.
I think he's just going to run potentially like a quarterback run or something quick.
Memphis calling the timeout.
Memphis.
Wanted to check out what they were doing and pump the brakes real quick. I don't know if they're ready for empty formation quite yet.
Hey, timeout! Come here! Good. What was their look? What was their look? Look like Tampa 2?
Like 2. They show up in 2. I'm going to hold and look to throw Dion down here to the boundary.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah. Rob Ember, we just need a completion down the field. Just trying to get a completion. Be smart.
We got Rob Empty, Florida 48. I want it.
So Martinez at least going to look and see if something's available.
He was talking about Dion.
Ocean!
Up the sideline.
Ready?
Dion Kane
up top.
Looking that way, throwing towards Kane. Oh, he caught it. It's a completion inbounds. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they're in field goal territory if they want to try and kick it from here.
40, 58.
Did he get the second foot in, Kurt?
73, 73, 58, and 96 are all.
Ooh, it's going to be close, Coach.
Well, they called it a completion of 37
yards. Let's stop and take a look at this. Mayday, please.
This is Mike Pereira.
This is where I'm
going to take a look at this to see if he got both in.
Not even on his birthday.
The previous play is under further review.
We just want to take a look at this big play at the end of the half. Brian, we're looking at the left toe with control, gets down, left foot, then the right does drag. So it is a very good call. It is a catch, and it's a first down, out of bounds, 2 seconds to go.
Thank you.
Yard line, please. Yard line. It is the 28th. 28.
After review, the ruling on the field of a completed pass is confirmed. It'll be 1st and 10, Birmingham at the 28-yard line.
All right, so it's a 36-yard reception. Wow. You heard Martinez said, I'm going to see if Kane is open on the sideline. He was. And they get a big play that's going to give them a chance at points here again. This is from 46 yards away by Chris Blewett. And so they get the ball back on offense with 7 ticks remaining, and they're still going to score if this goes through.
Well, I'll tell you what, that gives you a ton of confidence as a quarterback making your first start coming up with a suggestion, your coach co-signing it, and then it working out on the field. That's how you build trust and rapport with your coach and play caller. Beautiful to see right there.
Blew it. Made a 22-yarder on his last kick, and this is good from 46 out. And the lead is 18-12. Adrian Martinez leading the Stallions into the locker room on top, and they get the ball to start the second half. Brock Heward.
Well, a lot of big plays there. Walk me through that shot there at the end of the half for them.
Yeah, it looked like they just hit a seam ball right in the middle of cover 2 in the soft spot, usually around 18 yards on the sideline. We can't let that allow it to happen. We got to challenge them at the line of scrimmage. We can't just let them come off the football.
Yeah, lots of big plays up and down this field. You felt like there was still some more out there for you guys as well.
Yeah, we missed a few. A couple of protection issues. We got to get the running game going a little bit, but you get in the shootout here, you just got to keep up. So let's keep challenging them.
Yeah, great crowd, great environment tonight, great battle. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, he's got to find a way to stop this Birmingham team. Somehow they scored on 4 of 5 possessions. The only time they got stopped was when they fumbled. Our big move of the night brought to you by Pods. Adrian Martinez hooking up with Marlon Williams for the 41-yard touchdown. And right now, that's the difference in the ball game. It's a one-score contest. Martinez and Birmingham in their home opener, up 18-12 here at the break. We'll be back with the Progressive halftime show here right after this.
Next Saturday on Fox. DC battles Birmingham. Wow. Or Michigan takes on San Antonio. Touchdown. The United Football League. Next Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
We're back here in Birmingham, Alabama, where tonight's UFL halftime is brought to you by Progressive. The hometown Stallions with an 18-12 lead as they sit in the locker room and regroup. It's been a good first half for them so far. Right now, let's check in with Brock Heward down on the sideline. Brock.
You know, Kurt, I love my football. I really do. But you know what I love about the UFL this year is our partnership with the U.S. Army and meeting our fine men and women. Who are you and where are you from, sir?
I'm Warrant Officer 1, Carson Cherry from Birmingham, Alabama.
And what is it you do in the Army?
I'm a Chinook helicopter pilot.
A Chinook you fly?
Absolutely, sir. Yes, sir, I'm a pilot.
What was it and why was your answer yes to serve our country?
So I come from I'm a third generation Alabama Army National Guardsman, so it's a family tradition for me to serve, and so my parents and my grandfather instilled a lot of service and pride in me to answer the call to service and to have that patriotism and answer the call for our nation.
War Eagle or Roll Tide?
War Eagle.
War Eagle. Thank you, man. We really, really appreciate this partnership and your service for our country.
Yes, sir. We're grateful to be here, and we're thankful for the opportunity.
Awesome, Kurt.
And we're thankful for everything that you do and the sacrifices you and all military families make. The Scooby Wright and the Stallions on top. They get the ball first on offense when we come back in the second half. But right now, I'm going to look back at last weekend. It was a wild one in the UFL.
What a time to be alive. It is week 2 of the UFL. Floats it downfield. A gutsy call.
Over the middle. He's got a man. Some fireworks here early. Showing up angry.
This dude is an animal.
It's time to play.
Oh, big hit.
Tackled and the ball comes out. What a quick turn of events.
Picked off. Game changer.
One-handed touchdown.
That is something special right there.
And it's caught. Mayhem in week
2. Tonight's UFL on Fox halftime is presented by Progressive. Let's take a look at some of these first half highlights. Here in the Ham, that's Birmingham, Alabama. And let's start with the Stallions. Martinez benefiting off a tip ball to his favorite target, Sternberger, right there in the end zone. Johnny on the spot, makes it 6-0. And then a crucial fumble here. The punch out by number 45, Malik Lowell, gets this Memphis team ignited. And here comes the chef, Case Cookus, to Papali up the middle. Nothing left but green grass in front of him. Ties the game. And then here come the Stallions back on a double move play. You see Martinez manipulate coverage with his eyes and the shoulder pump. And he finds his target, Marlon Williams, the Alabama native. Here's the first half stats.
We believe in the 2-minute drill and goal line stands. We believe in beer snakes, the giddy up, and whatever this guy's doing. We believe in speed and power, and that nothing is more dangerous than a man with a dream. We believe in football. United Football League, next Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
(18-12), the hometown Birmingham Stallions on top of Memphis here at halftime of week 3 in the UFL. Each team has scored the last 3 times they touched the ball. And you know what, Mark? Birmingham got the ball back with 7 seconds left to go in the first half. Their quarterback, Adrian Martinez, told his head coach, I want to look and maybe take a shot, and that proved to be the right decision.
Well, he wanted to take a shot to number 8 up the sideline. Dion looked like Tampa.
They look like 2. If they show up in 2, I'm going to hold and look to throw Dion down here into the boundary. Good.
And watch that, he set right up the boundary. Deon Kane had to tightrope the sidelines. Adrian Martinez was holding the safety inside, number 24, Elder, with his eyes. He was fired up after that, but that's a chance for them to double up on points. They're gonna get the ball coming out here at the start of this third quarter. Huge momentum swing. It really puts the emphasis on this Memphis Showboats defense. They gotta come up with a stop here or even another turnover.
Well, Adrian Martinez played the entire first half after Birmingham had rotated quarterbacks through the first 2 weeks. And you heard Skip Holtz tell our Brock Hewitt on the sideline that this is Martinez's for the rest of the game unless something unexpected happens. And you can see another thing, Mark, that Skip Holtz said to Brock, and we can bring Brock in on this as well, was that, you know what, Martinez, he wanted him to gain a little bit of confidence and take some shots. He really did that during that final play, Brock.
Yeah, he sure did. You told us about cutting it loose. Adrian telling you they got cover 2. I'm going to hold him and put it in the hole. Kind of nailed it there before.
No, he really did a great job on that last play. I mean, and they came out. I thought they were calling a timeout. We went to empty. They were going to give us something different. And they came out the same thing. And I thought Adrian did a great job of executing it. He's doing a lot of good things. You know, he's doing a lot of good things. We just gotta keep being decisive with our decisions. And if he does that, he'll be fine.
Well, I know you got about 7 seconds. Go call a play. Thanks, Skip. Yep.
Decisive with their decisions. That's what he wants. Well, Martinez was there at the end of the first half. Overall, 10 of 16, 164 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Case Cookus right now can only watch and hope his defense can keep it within a 1-score game.
Well, that's going to be imperative.
This offense got better as the half went on.
Oh, they sure got better, but it's going to be imperative for this Memphis defense to throttle this Birmingham Stallion offense. And don't be surprised if you see this Stallion offense start to morph a little bit into their run game staple and get back to their stable of backs with C.J. Marable and Ricky Person Jr. I would not be shocked if they try and dominate like they have the last couple of years up front with their run game to start this half.
Well, that's what they've done so far. Again, this is just the 3rd game of the season, but they average 166 yards a game rushing, and that's about double anybody else in the league. #1 offense, #1 scoring offense, and all of that coming to fruition there in the first half. Isaiah Zuber gets the third quarter started, and he returns it out to about the 31-yard line, and that's where Mr. Martinez will take over after a strong first half. You see the help he got from his friends.
Here we go. Razor, Florida, 41 roller. I want it.
I got the drag.
Yep.
Starting the half from the 31.
Ocean. Ready, hit.
Martinez. Keeping the play alive along the sideline. Caught. Was he in bounds? Deion Kane again. Walking the tightrope and getting the reception.
That's 2 in a row to Kane, and 2 in a row. Tightrope in the sidelines. Watch his fancy footwork and his little toe drag swag there. Shout out Nate Burleson. I like that.
Another 23-yard catch by Kane. He did it at the end of the first half and starts the second half the same way.
Go Rose. Luis. No, Rose, Indian. I want it. Go.
Martinez making some of those decisive decisions that Skip Holtz talked about. First carry by C.J. Marable here in the half.
It's easy to make a quick decision when you know you just get to hand it to number 11. But you heard him. They're running down on that play clock. He had to get a play spit out quickly. Something happened with the communication between the coach and the quarterback. Martinez had to take over.
Razor, he's even on Batman, right? Razor, that's what I said. Omaha, hey!
Everybody lined up to his right. They give it to Marable. And C.J. Marable dancing his way out for a gain of 3. Third down.
T-Bone.
Oh, we know what this is, T-Bone.
T-Bone, Washington odd. Hey, go Washington even, T-Bone, Washington even. T-Bone, Washington even.
Here we go.
How much I got?
We got T-Bone, Washington even. On the ready, right? Spider-Man.
With T-Bone, they bring in a 6th offensive lineman and a tight end. Marable bouncing it outside, gets the first down. Short pickup of 2 yards, but they only needed 1.
Well, watch this. This time they're going to seal the right edge and send 2 blockers in front of Marable, and he's just going to follow the cavalry right there to the first down. He's got an option to take it inside, and then he starts to bounce from hash to numbers to sideline as that play gets strung out. But you see how well they do
over here.
In rushing first downs. Most in the UFL with 27.
Yeah, they lead the UFL in just about every offensive category. Now all 3 receivers over to the left of Martinez. Has the protection. Going deep in the end zone. Contact and a flag. Deion Kane, the intended receiver. TJ Green on the coverage, and he tapped him early.
Okay, what do we have down here?
Defensive pass interference number 14 down here.
Okay, so we have those were offset, and we're going to replay first down.
A holding and a pass interference, I think.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 75, offense. Pass interference, number 14, defense. Those penalties offset. We'll replay first down.
And the left tackle, Christian DeLauro, call for holding will negate that pass interference.
We see him number 75 on the left side. It's really just taking him down to the ground with your own momentum, falling down, and then here's the interference. Plain as day, offsetting penalties, and we're back to 1st and 10.
Green breathing a sigh of relief after that one.
Ocean! Ready, hit!
Hand off to Marable. No gain on the play, actually caught in the backfield by Vontae Diggs. Stallions hurrying up to the line of scrimmage. They pick up the blitz, but not for long. First sack of the night for this Memphis defense. Josiah Bronson getting the sack.
Well, for Memphis's defense, they knew they had to come out and make something happen up front. Watch the stunt game by the defensive line and Vontae Diggs using their games up front to try and free up rushers and then get one-on-ones on the backside. They just drew a holding of number 75, Delario, and they came right back at him. I mean, this is an excellent job by this Memphis defense, coached by Carnell Lake, the former Pittsburgh Steeler great, number 37.
And that pass thrown short, intended for Kane. And this Memphis defense going to come up with a stop.
Well, they were clearly on different pages there. There's Carnell Lake. Woo! That's a legend now when you're talking players for Pittsburgh. Coach Troy Polamalu coached Pittsburgh right after he was done playing, but he wasn't afraid to hit you from that strong safety position, wearing that number 37. And he's really using that same kind of defense that Dick LeBeau installed way back when for the Steelers. But he's got the big nose tackle in Dalen Mack. He puts pressure on his outside linebackers, on Roberts, on Ferguson, and Reeves to get pressure on the quarterback in nickel situations. Those guys have a tough job every week.
That was the first punt of the night for Birmingham. For Case Cookus and the Memphis defense standing tall. We'll see what Cookus can do here on offense to start the second half. And that was tonight's game flow, brought to you by Progressive. Our game summary as to how we got to 18-12. And Adrian Martinez has been the guy every snap tonight for Birmingham, and Chase Cookus got off to a slow start. Memphis on their first two possessions, 3 and out. But since then, they put up points on 3 consecutive drives.
Time!
Jet sweep.
Wait,
Taking it over, there is that jet sweep. David Davis. Spin move out for an 11-yard gain. And there's a flag down late as well.
Back up.
They're going to get some free yards, I think.
Yeah, 10 yards. Holding, number 83, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's still first down.
Instead, it's going to come back and will be on the tight end, Sage Surratt, for holding. This Birmingham defense will find out if they're up to the challenge. John Chavis is the guy who leads it. He's standing by his block.
Let's go Eagle G 83. Eagle G 83.
What are we looking for here defensively with that call, Coach?
Pardon me?
What are we doing with this call?
Same thing.
Which is?
Stop the run.
It's simple.
Hey, Kurt and Mark, defensive guys keep it simple.
Yes, they do. Stop the run. From the 2. Oh, boy. Run. Stopped in the backfield, but breaking away. And Titus Swen got away from Scooby Wright, who was that close to a safety.
Oh, Scooby Wright had him. Dead to rights in the backfield. Look at 33, fired the gap.
Move there. Mike
Oh,
Reed. Move there, Mike
Scooby
Reed.
Wright, he needed that for his highlight reel. I do love that guy's energy, man. He's a little bit of Spicoli versus Latimer. I feel like he's some sort of splice or hybrid between the two.
His last year at Arizona, he was the best linebacker in the country. Butkus Award winner, finished 9th in Heisman voting. Replay. Oh, big head on Cookus. That's Garvin. Ball comes out, and Cook is still down. Birmingham was offside, so they're not going to get the ball. But keep an eye on Cookus, who's taken a lot of big hits tonight.
I will take a look at it.
Okay.
And it is not illegal. It is not a foul.
Okay. So what?
Head is up.
Play? A touch. What?
Result of the play was recovered by the defense.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Thank you. Number 95. Who's tackle? I think 96. 96. See.
Offside, number 96, defense. 5-yard penalty. It's still second down.
They called Carlos Davis, but there were a couple of Stallions who jumped off and Man, Cookus is lucky on this play.
I think they misdiagnosed that. I think they were talking about Jordan Thompson, number 94.
Let's go gun, dice,
And then the hit. Oh, mama.
Ouch.
That's Garvin with the free run. But because of the penalty, it'll be 2nd and 10. Sage Surratt. And the tight end makes the grab. That's his 4th of the night. Here's another look at that hit on Cookus.
Oh, don't do it
Free
to him
play!
again.
Free play!
Oh, golly.
You know how that feels, Mark.
I know exactly how that feels. And that's why I'm in the booth here. Undefeated up here, buddy.
And pain-free, hopefully.
Yeah, pain-free, no ice tubs.
All right, big third down for this Memphis offense. Here's Cookus. Pressured again, and he goes down again. Dondre Tillman was the first guy to get there. Carlos Davis wrapped him up, and that's the 4th sack of this game for this Birmingham defense. So each offense finished the first half by scoring on consecutive drives. Each defense starts the second half making a stop.
We see just running around the hoop is Tillman, number 99. Had a sack last week. He's sure causing problems up front, him and Jonathan Garvin both. Garvin had that hot start, and now Tillman's joining in.
Matt White with the punt. Backs Amari Rogers way back. And that gives him a little running room. Knocked out of bounds in Memphis territory finally. After a big return, there's a flag on the return as well.
Okay. Might be coming
85
back.
or 95, blocking the back. During the return, blocking the back. 95.
Number 95?
Yes, sir.
Receiving team? Receiving
Yes,
team.
sir.
Oh, good. Spot and foul. Okay.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Number 95, receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's 1st down, Birmingham. Timeout.
So DeMarcus Mitchell called for the block in the back. That'll back them up to the 45-yard line. Case Cookus needing a little time to recover after that last possession. And a big hit from Garvin. Tonight's game is sponsored by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. And by hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Just step in and go. Skip Holtz, as good a coach there is in spring football. He has been dominant. 2 years in the USFL, 2 championships in the USFL, and overall 23-3 in those 2 seasons, including 9 straight wins along the way to those 2 titles. And number 1 on both sides of the football right now in the 3rd game of the UFL. They've had the lead all night here, 18-12, and you can see what the offense continues to do under Holtz's leadership. No matter who the quarterback is, it seems, Mark.
It's really impressive to see the way they move the football, the way he puts the quarterback in a good spot, and trusts multiple quarterbacks to get it done.
Wide open along the sideline, Jay Sternberger. And Sternberger down inside the 35. Another chunk play for this Birmingham offense, 32 on that one.
Well, Sternberger's going to fake like he's going to block the corner and then run right by him up the sideline. They're going to fake the ball inside, and he is the beneficiary there of that sideline ball because the receiver ran the cornerback off. So it's just a fake little bubble screen to the sideline like everybody's going to block for him. Somebody runs out the corner, and there goes Sternberger.
Sternberger 5 catches and a touchdown tonight. Jay Marable on the run. Short pickup.
Here we go. Here we go. Eyes up. Eyes up. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go Rose. Let's go Rose. ZN, Florida. Let's go Rose, ZN, Hawk 40. Rose, ZN, Hawk 40.
Here we go. Rose, ZN, Hawk 40 on 1, right?
And so those dominant numbers by Birmingham. Memphis fortunate It's a one-score game right now.
Omaha, Omaha! Ready, sit!
Martinez escapes using those legs. Look at him. Gets a first down on the run when it looked like he was going to be brought down for a sack. 10 yards after escaping.
Well, they had those games up front. They're trying to get pressure on Adrian Martinez. Watch him shifting everybody up front, moving them around, bringing a 5-man pressure, getting hands on him. And then he just finds a way to get out from under that tackle and make something happen. That's how elusive and slippery he is. Look at that balance, too, the contact balance. And he keeps those legs turning for a first down.
The handoff, Marable caught in the backfield, going to be dropped for a loss.
All right, here we go. Let's go, Liz. Here we go. Let's go, Liz. Move, Florida, 42 shoot. Liz, move, Florida, 42 shoot.
Here we go. We got Liz, Florida, 42 shoot. On one, right? Come on. Five down. Omaha. Ready, sit.
Blitz coming. Martinez tried to fight through it again. Jordan Ferguson with the tackle, and we're going to pick up a third down.
3rd and 10. Okay, here we go. Let's go, Rose. Let's go, Louise. Louise, hack, Florida, 36 dip. Louise, hack, Florida, 36 dip.
Here we go. Louise Hack, Florida, 36 dip. On one, right? Gotta go.
They gotta hustle.
Ready, sit.
They get it off. Martinez steps up and just too far in front of Benjamin, the intended receiver, Benjamin Victor.
Well, he put a little extra gas on this throw, knowing there was going to be tight coverage. I mean, he full on almost crow hopped into that, cut that ball loose, a little too hot for Victor.
So instead, it'll be a 43-yard field goal attempt from Chris Blewett. He's got a couple, one from 22, one from 46. Blewett, no problem with that one. That makes it a 9-point game, largest lead of the night for the Stallions. And they're up 21-12. Well, tomorrow on FS1, the stars of NASCAR battle in the Lone Star State. The pre-race show kicks things off at 2 o'clock Eastern, then the green flag flies at 3:30. It all goes down in Texas tomorrow on FS1. Right now in Alabama, the Stallions in their home opener up 21-12 over Memphis. This has been a dominant night on both sides of the football for the Birmingham Stallions, but it just doesn't feel like it. 9 points is a one-possession game in the UFL because remember you can go for a 3-point conversion after a touchdown should you so choose. Here's Trey Williams. And a good return out to the 37-yard line for Cookus and company.
Well, take a look at this defense for Birmingham. But it was Davis and Garvin. I mean, these guys have 2 sacks apiece and 13 total for the team on the season leading the UFL. You can tell Case Cookus has been under duress and just unsettled back there at quarterback. This whole offense runs through him. He's dropped back 25 times tonight, and number 50 and number 96 have made life really tough on him. They got to give 50 a blow real quick, Garvin, and get him back in there to try and harass Cookus a little more. There's Coach Chavis, loving what he's seeing.
4 sacks, only 4 yards rushing, and just over 100 yards of total offense by Memphis. So Birmingham defensively doing their job. Trey Williams going nowhere on first down. Brock.
You know, one of the fun things down here, guys, is I get to listen to these O-line and D-line coaches. I mean, so much of this game is in these trenches, the line of scrimmage. We've seen Birmingham heated up tonight, and you can just feel both these D-line coaches, O-line coaches have such the command of their guys. I mean, I think of everybody I've covered over the last 3 years on both sides. These are some of the best offensive and defensive line coaches you're going to find in this league.
And I think over the last couple of years, these are some of the best offensive and defensive linemen that we've seen after the USFL and XFL combined. Rosters, half of what they were obviously with 2 full leagues. Teams, half of what they were in 2 full leagues. And the quality has shown.
Hey, 11, 11, 11. Hey, gun, trailer right bonus, nasty. 3 jet St. Pete, halfback wide. Gun, trailer right bonus, nasty. 3 jet St. Pete, halfback wide.
Halfback wide, on 1-8.
Well, here's what I can decipher. I know it's 3 jet. The line's going to slide to the right. All the way out here, and the halfback's going to block up top and check to the wide.
Cook is under pressure, sacked again. 5th time tonight he has been brought down. Marvin Wilson getting the sack, and this Birmingham defensive front just continues to dominate the offensive line of Memphis.
You're going to see the right side of the offensive line get bulldozed back. There's McCray on roller skates there. They're trying to fend off 2 defenders and keep a clean pocket. He wasn't able to. You see the elation. The big guys up front.
Memphis had given up 3 sacks in each of the first 2 games. They've given up 5 tonight, and there's still a quarter plus to play. Rogers. And Amari Rogers brought down right at the 25-yard line. Memphis just trying to hang in there. It's a 1-score game, but got to get something going again, like they did right at the end of the first half. There's still time.
Dog, what's going on in the run game? I feel like we're just grinding to get a yard. Everybody's been saying, "Oh, run it again. I got him next time." And it's one guy here, one guy there, one guy there, but we can't get a rhythm. You know what I mean? Because now I'm throwing the ball. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You could tell he really wants to run the ball. That's their staple. That's their bread and butter. And he mentioned one guy here, one guy there. He just means a missed assignment on offense. On offense, you need 11 doing it perfectly every play for a play to work.
They've got 80 yards rushing so far as Person goes out of the backfield. Martinez along the sideline. What an adjustment by Person. The running back stumbling and making the grab still. Maybe the most impressive catch of the night.
Well, watch him on the sideline doing his best Deion Kane impersonation. Deion Kane has had 2 of those. Well, he wants to get on the highlight reel too. Putting on for the running back room. I love it. I mean, that's so tough to defend down the field. The running back with awareness like that. You don't think he's going to get some looks?
35 yards on the catch, and then Person runs it on the very next play.
I like his style, low pad level. Always falling forward, willing to block, catching balls out of the backfield. He's got it all. I like 23.
They pick up 5 yards, and they don't have to run another play here before the end of the quarter.
I'm shocked they're not letting this thing go.
Yep. Here you go, gotta go!
Lead the clock.
Ocean! Ready, pitch!
And they do snap it. Quick pass. And that's caught right at the end of the quarter. Kevin Austin moving the chains for Birmingham, and they're cranking it up again. Over 300 yards of offense through 3 quarters. It's been that kind of night for Memphis as Birmingham trying to stretch the lead even more.
We believe in the 2-minute drill and goal line stands. We believe in beer snakes, the giddy up, and whatever this guy's doing. We believe in speed and power, and that nothing is more dangerous than a man with a dream. We believe in football. The United Football League, next Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Ready if we need you? Okay. Hey. Yeah. Let me see what's going on in this drive. Okay. I'm not pulling you because I'm not going to pull if they score here. Okay. Just going to change things up a little bit. I'm not pulling you because hey, listen to me. Listen to me. You're getting killed out there. I know. Okay. Yes, sir. All right. So if we stop him here, you're going back in. All right. Yeah. I got to protect you too.
I love that access. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. If they score, it's probably too lopsided as his quarterback's getting killed, and so Case Cook, as he pulled him from the game. If they can stop them, he gets to keep playing. So this is a big series for Cookus. Martinez finds an open Deion Kane, stiff arms his way to a first down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
You know, Kurt, and just to add to that, I was watching Jim Turner, the O-line coach. So I think that was in the heat of the moment, yet another hit on Case, and I think you felt a head coach there trying to protect his quarterback. But O-line coach Jim Turner went to flip and just said, listen, we can protect with run game, we can protect with getting out of two-jet and sliding. There's other things we can do. So a story that will unfold here, yeah, with this drive and in the plays ahead.
We will see if they score first of all. At first and goal from the 5. Ricky Person tiptoeing into the end zone for the touchdown. And that might have done it for Cookus.
Well, watch this little counter on the inside. They're going to float the back over, and then he's going to take it. There's the float motion. He's going to follow the guard, the tight end, and just look at the patience right there, finding a tiny crease, and once again, falling forward, continuing to go north and south. Ricky Person Jr. having himself a night.
He gets the touchdown. That's his third of the season, most in the UFL. And there's Case Cookus. Troy Williams, number 11, would be the backup. He would go in if Cookus comes out, but we'll see what happens after this one-point attempt. Amari Rogers can't get around the corner, and so neither team has been able to convert an attempt after a touchdown, but it has not mattered. Birmingham, the highest scoring team in the league, averaging 28 points a night. They're at 27 right now, and there's still another quarter to go after the Ricky Person touchdown.
Save you. It's long term. Hey, I'm trying to save you. You're getting freaking crushed out there.
And so after his quarterback got beat up tonight, sacked 6 times and took a lot of big hits, Troy Williams will come in to replace Case Cookus. Brock, you're down there on the sideline. Is Cookus okay with this?
Not really. I mean, he's a competitor. And Mark, is there something there you think in Case where he can say, sorry, Flip, I'm not coming out?
Yeah, I was a little surprised. Yeah, you know, that's the way you feel about your position as a quarterback, and it's your real estate, it's your turf, and you don't ever want to jump off a sinking ship. I don't care what's going on. I want to fight for that position.
Because I think you know and I know, like you give, I'm sorry, Kurt, but you give somebody else an opportunity, right? Yeah. Like, this is my job. There's limited possessions in this league. And I think that's always the danger with playing QB. Like, no, man, I don't want anybody to put that ball in their hands but me, no matter what kind of beating I'm taking.
Yeah, you don't want to get Wally pipped. And
during the return, illegal block back, receiving team, number 83. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's first down, Memphis.
There's Troy Williams. He was a starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Maulers last year. Got them into the USFL championship game where they lost to Birmingham. But just to complete that conversation here, Brock, I want to ask you, you say you keep fighting your way back in, but also Cookus acknowledged when his head coach first said to him, hey, you're getting killed out there. He goes, I know. You know, so after a while, maybe you get physically beat up.
Yes, and this is the difference between an individual competitor versus a coach looking for the long term, right? And in Troy Williams, you've got a QB that can run a little bit here as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if you start to see a little Adrian Martinez like play calling, a little bit of his legs to try to slow down a rush that nothing else has worked in 3 quarters.
Oklahoma, mock, trips left, Oklahoma, trips left, Oklahoma. Here we go, mock.
Oklahoma. You can make the argument that Cookus has been efficient when given time. The problem is he hasn't been given a lot of time on a lot of plays as Swen goes down, trying to cut it back inside. It'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, I think Brock brought up a really good point is, the quarterback sees this game, and you're so laser focused on this game, trying to win this game. And the coach has to have the ability to see the aerial view of the parade, if you will, and understand he's going to need Case Cookus for the long haul throughout the rest of this season if they want to remain competitive in Memphis. So I think this is an opportunity with a defensive line that's getting active to have a quarterback like Troy Williams who can move a little bit and escape some of this trouble and create on the run.
And you also find a little bit more about what Troy Williams can do. This is the first time he's been with John DiFilippo as well. They were on opposing teams last year in the USFL. Jonathan Adams.
Let me remind you two guys. Let me remind both of you that 4th quarter comebacks is what this season has been.
That's true.
Even earlier today down in Arlington, I mean, a 15-point game. This is nothing. I mean, we have seen it over and over and over through the first 9 games. 4th quarter comebacks has been what this league's been about in 2024.
Shoot, Memphis last week, they gave up 20 points in the 4th quarter. So listen, everybody's got a shot until this thing's blown dead.
And Williams just throws that out of bounds. Yeah, Memphis was on the wrong end. They had a 16-0 lead going into the 4th. Gave up 20 points, including 12 in the last minute. And Brock, you alluded to it today. DC, the defenders, came back from 10 points down in the final minute and beat Arlington. So there's always a chance as long as there's time. And so much of it is both situations. The team got a score, and then instead of an onside kick, you can go for 4th and 12. If you convert it, you get to keep the ball, and that's what happened in those instances. And they wound up getting the touchdowns to win it in the final seconds. But first things first for Troy Williams. He scrambles his way out to the 27.
Good, here we go. Hey, 11. Hey, they got it. Hey, they got an injury. They got an injury.
Timeout for an injured defensive player. Play clock operator.
It's Carlos Davis still down injured for Birmingham.
2-8.
Davis, part of this defense tonight that has looked so good as Memphis tries to get back in it. Just under 12 minutes to go. With the injury, we'll take a timeout. Tonight's game is sponsored by Ace, 100 years of helpful, and by Taco Bell.
You in there still?
What?
You in there still?
No, I'm done.
You okay?
I haven't been pulled in a while, man. It sucks. Says it's protect me, but I let the pressure get to me a little bit. I missed a few throws I shouldn't have.
Well, you hear him talking about not wanting to come out, understanding what the coach, John DiFilippo, has tried to explain to him, that he's going to protect him for the long haul. But you heard him also say that, the pressure got to him a little bit with all those hits. You start taking those hits, you get a little shell shock, and your feet start moving a little faster. Your eyes start progressing a little more quickly, and you get off your game. And it sounds like that's what happened when he faced the Stallions defense.
Troy Williams, new quarterback, same results. There's a flag after the play, but another sack. This one, DeMarcus Mitchell getting the credit for it.
Holding on the offense. You assuming he wants to decline it, right? He wants to decline it. Okay. Holding, number 77, offense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is 4th down.
That's the 7th sack of the game.
Well, watch the pressure off the right side against Jerron Jones. This is a position they thought was handled But he just got bull rushed all the way back to the quarterback, ends up in the quarterback's lap. Thanks to DeMarcus Mitchell, the Boilermaker all over him on that.
It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. This line is not protecting him right now, or you could say Birmingham's just more dominant than they are, one or the other. It has been all Stallions D-line so far. Here's Amari Rogers. Ran into his own man, Jonathan Garvin, there and slowed him down. Well, this Birmingham offense has taken advantage of just about every opportunity they've had tonight.
Well, look at these guys, the way they attack the edges and the sidelines, using all 53 1/3 yards. Every blade of grass, you got to defend it all against the Birmingham Stallions, and part of that's in rhythm and on time, and part of it's off schedule, like you just saw. Ricky Persons Jr. tightrope in the sideline with Martinez, using his legs to extend plays, create some space, and make stuff happen right near the white lines there.
Talk about big plays. 8 over 20 yards tonight.
Omaha! Ready, hit!
Adrian Martinez out of the backfield. C.J. Marable. Marable out to the 44-yard line, giving him 5 on the play.
I'm surprised they're still throwing it.
Leo, Apollo Odd. Leo.
And here comes a run. Here comes a run, watch.
Here we go.
Get you on that Fox bet, Kurt.
We got Leo, Apollo Odd. On one.
Here comes a run to the left. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I might change it. Phone a friend.
Ocean.
Rock.
Ready, hit.
What are we doing? We're getting Adrian Martinez reps.
And he's going deep. He's got a man. Kane had to adjust. And that was the only thing really that slowed him down from getting the touchdown. But another big pass made by Martinez to Kane. That's the combination that's worked all night. 42 on that one.
Look at this. Kane attacking the sidelines again. You see him working against Abrams, and Abrams falls down. Martinez gives him a chance with the throw. And a ankle-saving tackle right there.
Ocean. Ready, hit.
Kane, 141 yards receiving, and Martinez lucky. That was not intercepted right into the chest of Christian McFarland.
Oh, they needed that. He's a former Birmingham Stallion. This thing was going to the crib in the opposite direction, but he's a 2-time champ for the Birmingham Stallions, and he almost had a interception for a touchdown, 90-plus yard return. And just an errant throw behind Sternberger. You see Martinez knew it right away.
Gotta go!
But you could tell Skip Holtz is just trying to inject some confidence into Martinez, calling these throws this late in the game with this commanding of the lead.
And he connects with Kane again down to the 10-yard line.
The other guy back, slants wide open. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go, 3rd and 5. Here we go, let's go Lou. Viking read, 15 safe. Here we go. We got Lou, Viking read, 15 safe. Hold on, right?
In his first start, Martinez completing 67% of his passes. 334 yards and 2 scores so far.
Ready, hit.
And showing off his legs for the touchdown. Two through the air and that one on the ground.
Well, this is what I love about Martinez. When it's not there, just a subtle movement. His eyes are going to be to the left. He feels the rush, and rarely does the first defender in the backfield get him down to the ground. He's got a strong lower body, a good feel in the pocket, and I think he's really starting to settle into this offense. This could be the jump start to something big to springboard him to potentially the starting quarterback for the rest of the season, and we'll see what Skip Holt does.
Well, based on this first 3.5 quarters, I think they may have found their guy. They're going for one here.
Hey,
Marable, and still no one is converted. A point after touchdown. This is a live ball. And it's officially over there. But Birmingham extends the lead. Adrian Martinez, over 300 yards through the air and 3 total touchdowns in what has been a dominant night for the Stallions. Well, they're very happy in Birmingham tonight. Yeah, there's still 8.5 minutes to go in the game clock, but the Stallions are in control, up 33-12 over Memphis here in their home opener of the 2024 UFL season. They came into this one 2-0, and this may be their most dominant performance of the season thus far. Over 400 yards of offense. The defense has 7 sacks, and they just keep on rolling behind Adrian Martinez. Trey Williams takes it on the bounce. He doesn't even make it back to the 20-yard line. Well, Adrian has done just about whatever he wanted. Slow start, then he found his rhythm.
Well, you remember him from Nebraska and then Kansas State, but he came out and at the combine ran a 4.55, so this guy can really move. Everybody knows the scouting report on him. The first guy never brings him down. He's so elusive, and then he gets to that top-end speed. Always falling forward. I love his game. Keeping 2 hands on the football, especially after that early fumble. Well done protecting the football, and plenty of reason to smile.
Yeah, 35 rushing touchdowns when he was at Nebraska in those 4 seasons. Big hit after the incompletion. And you know what? He transferred to Kansas State and had 10 while splitting quarterback duties. Brock on the ground for K-State and showing it.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing in the UFL.
Adrian, you said to me, every time you're coming off, even on productive drives, coach has a little something for you.
You know, and I said that, and he's right. Every time I come off the field, he's giving me a coaching point, and every time he's right, and I mean that sincerely. There's a lot we can improve on. There's a lot I can personally improve on. There's been stuff we've left out on the field tonight, but luckily we have some great players and guys making plays around me.
How about just you playing, having confidence again, out here doing your thing?
Well, it's a lot of fun, and that's what the UFL is about. I mean, it's opportunity. I love football, and right now we're all here to prove ourselves, so we're looking to do tonight and going forward.
How about this system? I mean, we've seen it now for 3 years with Skip with a lot of different quarterbacks. Does system fit your skill set?
100%. I think it's spread wide open. It allows me to run the ball, allows me to throw the ball, and we have so many talented players here, and Skip is a great coach. So again, I feel fortunate to be in the spot that I'm in.
Great job, Adrian. Thanks.
You know, this is the second time in the first 3 weeks that we've seen Birmingham as a broadcast team as Darius Victor gets a first down for Memphis. And every time we've spoken to Skip Holtz, he said, I've got Matt Corral and I've got Adrian Martinez. And I'm waiting for one of those guys to grab the reins and take over and be the guy. Martinez got his first start tonight, and I think he's done that.
Well, he absolutely has, and the numbers show it. A little bit of a shaky start, but he started to find his rhythm and develop a base, get some plays thrown from the pocket, then add in the runs, the design quarterback runs, and then the scrambles to extend plays. He's done it all and really starting to settle in as the starter for this Stallions team.
You know, Mark, in about 12 days, we're going to have an NFL draft. Yeah, and we're going to have a draft in 12 days, and it's going to be an amazing draft for quarterbacks. But, Mark, just talk about the fit. We see so many quarterbacks, right? About 80% of first-round picks just don't make it with their first team. How important, that question I asked to Adrian, from your perspective, how important is an offensive system fit to a QB?
Well, it's maybe the most important. I mean, at a certain point, you're expecting these guys to show up with prerequisite work done, basically a baseline of talent that they can work with, and now it's about molding them to your system and adapting some of their plays that they were talented at running in college into your NFL system and using that to your benefit. You see more and more coaches really tailoring their system to their personnel, and you're seeing that tonight.
Here's Titus Swen.
You know, a couple years ago, Mark, I remember talking to Andy Reid, and Andy Reid did just that. The reclamation project that was Alex Smith when he inherited him from San Francisco, he said he went back and watched his stuff at Utah, and they talked about it and said, man, you did this so well. You did this so well. Let's just bring these concepts. Certainly with Mahomes, the same thing with some of their air raid. I think sometimes we hear this, wow, he's just a game manager, or he can't fit into every system. Well, guess what? Like 99% of QBs don't fit into every system. But finding that right system that plays to your strengths is oh so critical, isn't it?
Well, 100%, and I feel like, you know, if you're talking Andy Reid, you got to talk McNabb, you got to talk Favre even before that, and that West Coast philosophy of, hey, this is our quarterback. Everybody get on board or get out of the building. We're going to make this guy successful. I don't care if, you know, he's a cast-off from Atlanta like Brett Favre, or, you know, we don't know if he can run our system out of Syracuse like Donovan McNabb. It doesn't matter. I will make him successful. You're seeing that from Skip Holtz tonight.
And we've seen it from Skip Holtz. This is the third quarterback
exactly right.
He's had in 3 seasons. He's won championships with each of the first 2.
Unbelievable.
And as you talk about catering that system, there's Jamar Smith, who 2 years ago led him to a USFL championship. Last year was Alex Magoo, who then went on to spend the season with the Green Bay Packers.
And think
now
about
it's
it, Kurt,
looking
as
like
well
it's
in
going to
the
be Adrian
NFL.
Martinez from here on out.
I'm sorry, Kurt. Think about it here in the NFL, too. You got Mike McDaniel, head coach, play caller. You've got Shanahan, head coach, play caller. You got McVay, head coach, play caller. Like all of these systems, O'Connell out there, Minnesota's done a great job with Cousins. Like there's just something to that offensive-minded play calling head coach that connects with that position, Andy Reid, in a unique way. And Skip has done the exact same thing here, right, in this league that he's just dominated now for the first 2 years and 3 weeks.
Right near that first down marker. Just over 3:40 left to play, and they do get the first.
Well, this was
Skip Holtz. Go ahead.
the story of the game last week, too. I mean, Birmingham jumped out to a lead, and they let Michigan come back a little bit. Had a little scare there towards the end, but this week, no chance. I mean, they're putting the pressure on these quarterbacks in another sack.
Number 8 for this Birmingham defense. Thompson getting it.
Well, they've just been overpowering them up front, whether it's these inside moves, all these games up front, causing problems for Cookus and now for Williams. 2 guys get a shot at him. Oh, this is tough. I mean, once you get hit like that a few times, Kurt, I don't care who you are, Brock can attest to this too. I mean, you get hit like that, your eyes start to drop. You start watching the rush, and you're just trying to get out of people's way. You can't look down the field and make reads.
You know what, John Chavis and this defense, the previous 2 years, they've gotten better as the season has gone on. They've started off this year as good as anybody in the UFL. After those 2 seasons in the USFL. Of course, last year we talked about the championship they won. Alex Magoo was the quarterback and the league MVP, and he's down there taking everything in tonight. Probably, Brock, wishing he could play behind a team like this.
Yeah, we talked at the beginning of the game, and wow, I mean, we're 3 minutes away from this. Tell me about what your eyes have seen with your buddies out here.
Well, it's just good to see them playing and having fun. It looks like they're having fun from my point of view. And I always look and see what Coach Holtz is kind of doing on the sidelines, and it seems like he's doing the same thing with me. He goes right over by the water coolers, grabs the iPad. He's got both quarterbacks, and he looks all angry, and he's like, and, I would always just sit over there like, what does this guy want now? But it just looks like they're having fun. Adrian's making some really good plays with his feet, extending some plays and finding some guys. Kind of reminds me of what we used to do. And I was telling Davion, because Davion's here, that's what Jason, Davion were so good at, and Dion's really good at it too. Just finding that space, like on the sideline over here, he had that really good catch. They just know how to find the space.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
He was talking about Davion, who's Davion Davis, who was their leading receiver last year, and then went on to spend the season with the Washington Commanders. So not only successful in winning championships in the USFL, but Skip Holtz has gotten a couple of offensive players back to their dreams of the National Football League as well.
as long as we don't slant. So I'm gonna throw.
Well, absolutely. I love Alex Magoo's impression of his head coach. But he does seem a little bit of a curmudgeon right after the series, and then he kind of flushes that out of his system, goes and approaches his quarterbacks with a positive attitude as best he can, and tries to keep them going in the right direction. But here comes the heat.
Blitz coming. Troy Williams gets it off, takes a hit along the way, and is picked off. It's been that kind of night. Daniel Isom with the interception for the Stallions, and will stop the drive. Well, someone said best defense in the league. They came in ranked #1, and after an 8-sack performance and an interception, I don't think anybody will argue.
Well, Isom was just playing center field, reading Troy Williams' eyes, and Williams was going there all the way. He felt the pressure, took his one-on-one matchup, but he forgot to hold that middle field safety. Telegraphed the throw, and Isom was all over it.
First turnover of the night for the Stallions defense to go with those 8 sacks. They've held Memphis to just 20 yards rushing, only 162 total. When people look at the score, they're going to see the 33 points this Birmingham offense put up, but this defense was special this evening. Here's Ricky Person, who's looked good himself.
Oh, man.
He likes lowering the shoulders, doesn't he?
Jeez. Just a road grader himself.
Person and the Stallions 2 minutes away from putting this one in the win column. All right, week 3 of the UFL season continues tomorrow with a doubleheader on ABC. It all starts at noon Eastern as Houston takes on Michigan. After that, St. Louis against San Antonio. Then we will be back here on Fox in prime time next Saturday. 1 week from tonight, DC will square off with Birmingham, or Michigan will battle St. Louis. Check your local listings for the game in your area. Well, here's a look at the standings. Birmingham on the verge of going to 3-0. San Antonio, who plays St. Louis tomorrow, will have a chance to match them for best record at the start of the UFL season here. What a night for the Stallions offense. 435 total yards, most in the UFL this season. 325 yards passing, most in the UFL this season. 8 sacks by the defense, most in the UFL this season. And 33 points tied for the most points in the UFL this season. I think they're happy.
They're lighting up that scoreboard like a Christmas tree.
Ready, hit.
Backed up at their own 1-yard line after a late flag was thrown.
You're 15 yards deep right here. You're 15 yards deep.
Well, nothing's good enough for Skip. He's
15
still
yards deep on a damn out route.
He was waiting.
Still coaching.
All right, here we go.
Receiver a little too deep on that one. He's trying to get Martinez to throw for 400 yards. Holy smokes.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. We got Rob, Viking Reed 12 on 1, right?
He's 334 yards passing, the most in the league this season. And that's a safety. And so the Memphis defense comes up with a play that ended on a quiet note for the Birmingham offense. It's Josiah Bronson getting the sack and the safety.
We're going to see both defensive linemen converge there. Greg Reeves and Bronson, they're just going to meet at the quarterback. I mean, once again, I understand instilling confidence in your quarterback, but I thought Skip Holtz.
In my own end zone, so I don't take a sack. And I'm giving you 12s and not 14s, so we don't have to throw something accurate that if you get anything, you can lay it up and overthrow them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I went 12s, both sides, just so we could toss that up, okay? All right, all right, all right.
So that's the passing attack approach from backed up. He had the T formation, that flat Flat wishbone looking formation with those 3 running backs in there. They got the penalty and started throwing it again. I'm shocked he wasn't just running this thing out, but he's trying to get reps for his quarterback and get more confidence from Martinez. I just don't know if taking a safety there was helping or hurting.
So the safety will officially make it a little bit closer.
All right.
47 points, so all of those who had the over tonight, they're happy as well.
Go time.
Jere Elder. And he's out near the 40-yard line. 1:42 left. Hey, Skip Holtz coaching all the way to the finish.
This dude has almost 400 yards of offense.
15, you know what?
He wants to kill me right now.
You think I give a crap about that? Here's what I care about. 15, what are we looking for 15? That look.
Soft corner,
that look. Bang them. You know what I mean? Bang them.
Oh, man.
Brock causing trouble on the sideline.
Sure is. You should have seen him pregame. Coach cares about something. You know what I care about? I care about Brock Hewitt's warm-up routine.
Yeah.
I saw
That's
him
called
pregame.
middle child instigator right there. That's what that was.
That's what you are. Just a troublemaker. You mentioned Brock pregame?
Yeah, look at him showing off. With the microphone. He's like Mick Jagger getting ready for a performance, you know, running marathons and stuff. That's Brock.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's an old man. That's an old creaky man right there. Trying to get warm.
Those gears weren't turning as fast as they used to, huh?
You know, it is funny. We chatted with Magoo there.
Yeah.
We were chatting with Magoo and off camera as well, and he's like, man, he is coaching Adrian like he coached me. And every time I came off the field, sometimes I'm like, just stop talking to me. But everything he says is right. So, you know, I can't really fight back at him. And he just loves that coaching, man, and getting the most out of those QBs.
Pass broken up. Lorenzo Burns got in and swatted away. And, you know, Mark, you've seen the USFL the last couple of years. Brock, I know you have as well. We talked earlier about how dominant Birmingham was in the USFL. This team seems better, at least early in the season. Usually they get better as the season goes on. We're in week 3 right now.
Yeah, they got 8 defensive linemen. I mean, that's why. I mean, Bill Johnson's over there, the defensive line coach. Okay, you're going to be in, you're going to be in, you're going to be in, and they're all getting a chance to eat. So I don't care what level it is, if it's junior high football, high school, college, the NFL, we know this. If you got 8 defensive linemen that can knock Case Cookus out of the game, that get you 7 sacks last week, 8 sacks tonight. Yeah, they didn't do that. They did a lot of stuff with smoke and mirrors defensively last year. This year, if they stay healthy, they do have more horses.
Yeah, 15 sacks in 3 games. That'll tell you enough. I mean, something else. We haven't even called a former first-round NFL pick, Taco Charlton's name tonight, because everybody else has been getting all the sacks. I mean, that tells you the kind of production they have up front.
Memphis down inside the 15-yard line, final seconds of the game. And there's that guy you talked about, Taco Charlton, first-round pick of the Dallas Cowboys once upon a time. Bouncing around the NFL. He had a big game last week, 3 sacks against the Michigan Panthers, including the one that sealed the game at the end when they were trying to hold on to a lead on the final play.
And they've done a great job of rotating those players. You know, it's like a shift change in hockey, always keeping fresh legs on the field and always trying to harass the quarterback. They've done their fair share of work these first few games. This team's going to be tough to block. You're going to have to get them and attack them with a multiple front attack. You know, you got to run it, you got to throw it, you got to move the spot of the quarterback. You got to have some misdirection stuff like Memphis got into in that second quarter. They're going to go back and watch this film, take just some of this coaching, because they got to match up with these guys again down the line.
8 sacks by 6 different Stallions. Williams to the end zone. Flash come out. D. Anderson in the back of the end zone. And well covered, but maybe some contact early.
pass interference, number 36, defense. The penalty will place the ball at the 2-yard line with an automatic first down.
Dre Harper, former Oakland Raider, New York Giant. And all that's going to matter here is just the final tally. It's still going to be a Birmingham victory. It's still going to be a dominant performance by their defense. But Memphis is officially trying to make it a little bit closer here in the closing seconds. Pressure coming. It's caught, but he doesn't get into the end zone. I tell you, as soon as that ball was caught by DeAndre Overton, JoJo Tillery and a couple of Stallions were there. So Memphis going to call a timeout.
It'll be 30 seconds in length.
Look at JoJo Tillery still talking.
Well, you know the defense doesn't want to give up a meaningless touchdown here.
No, absolutely not.
Lorenzo Burns first there, and there's JoJo to help him.
Use the cleanup, man. You see him trying to take that ball. He was ready to take that ball and score on defense.
We got shot to gun, twins left, 34 Charlie, 0-1, ready.
Two tight ends both in motion, switching to the left side. Here they come. And it's kept for the touchdown by Titus Swin.
Are they saying he didn't get in?
Yeah. I think we had one official come run in and say he was down at the 1-yard line.
Okay, good.
Stallions 33. Showboats.
Let's take another look at it real quick here.
There's the knee down. See the knee down, and I don't know if that ball made it across. Regardless,
I got too much respect
we got a final.
for you to think anything other. I'm with you. I got it. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, I just want to make sure.
I got too much respect for you.
I got you.
Too much respect for
Thanks,
you.
appreciate it.
You got your football.
So those who want to know the final score, they said no touchdown. And so the final is 33-14. Adrian Martinez in Birmingham, wrapping up their third victory on a night they celebrated their second USFL championship. We'll be back to wrap things up from Birmingham right after this. Well, our Simply Spike player of the game, no question. Quarterback Adrian Martinez played from start to finish for the first time this season. 379 yards of total offense and 3 total touchdowns in leading Birmingham to the 33-14 win. They go to 3-0 on the young UFL season. They've now won 10 consecutive games dating back to last year in the USFL. Well, tomorrow it's a UFL doubleheader on ABC, and the next weekend Fox. We will be back with 2 games on Saturday. For Mark Sanchez, Brock Hurd, and our entire Fox Sports crew, I'm Kurt Menefee. So long from Birmingham. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night.
Next Saturday on Fox. DC battles Birmingham. Wow. Or Michigan takes on San Antonio. Touchdown. The United Football League. Next Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.